What's up, peeps? Yeah, you ever heard anybody say you got too many Batmobiles? Of course you have. If you're not Batman, I'm Batman. And nobody tells Batman how many Batmobiles I'm supposed to have. You know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna have more Batmobiles. Check it out. Another Batmobiles. And another Batmobiles. And another Batmobiles. All the Batmobiles in the whole wide world belongs to me, Bat MC, and that rhymes, so it must be true. Lego Light, you know, now it's on, and we're live-ish in the Bat Cave, so you know, let's get on with things. Sorry about my attire, peeps. The bat suit, you know, Alfred took it out to clean. You know, he was saying my bat suit was kind of revolting. But I said, you know, you kind of smelled kind of bad yourself, Alfred. There's your Bat Dad joke of the day. What? Let me get all these Batmobiles out of here. We'll go park them in the garage so we can get back to making more Batmobiles.
All right, peeps, welcome back. Apologize. I had to kick Batman out. He's always a welcome guest here on Lego Therapy, but he just comes in and starts bullying me, just trying to take over my whole show. I was like, nah, dog. This is still Lego Therapy. All right, peeps, as you can see, I am getting into my Batmobile collection. That was kind of fun pulling all the Batmobiles out and lining them up. Although I will admit, I thought I had more Batmobiles than that. So I see this as a good problem. I just need to get and build more Batmobiles. And we're going to start off right here with the new the March 1st releases. We've got the set number 76333, Batman and Robin Batmobile. We've got set number 76332, the Batman Batmobile, aka the one that just came out a couple years back with Robert Pattinson. And 76331, Batman v Superman Batmobile, which was an awesome gift from Senor Briccacino. So, when I revealed all these sets, initially I asked the question, if you guys were to put these in order from favorite to least favorite, what would it be? And also, what order would you build them in? I think people misunderstood my question because I don't think anybody actually answered what their order of favorites on these three Batmobiles was. I got a lot of favorites as far as all Batmobiles go, which is cool. I'm always here to talk Batman and Batmobiles. I'm here for it all day. But what I really meant was from these three specific Batmobiles, what is your favorite to least favorite, and then what order would you build it in? Favorite to least favorite or least favorite to favorite? I think most people had the same consensus anyway on the order of building, which I agree with. I'm going to build them my least favorite to my most favorite of these three Batmobiles, which is going to be this guy, and then this guy. So we'll get these off the table. I'm excited. I always love anything Batman. Mostly. There's some odd Batman stuff out there. But the majority of Batman stuff I'm super happy with. And Batmobiles are no different. So, and again, if you guys missed my previous build with the Batman logo, English is hard, peeps. I'm struggling to think of words right now. Go check it out. And we talked about it. You, with each of these new March 1st releases, they are in conjunction with the new Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight video game coming out in May. I believe it's May. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it on the screen. But with each of them, with the logo, you can download the gold Batman figure to go with the game. And then with each of these three Batmobiles, you can download the code for the gold Batmobiles that match the set. So, super excited about that. I have not purchased the game yet. It's gonna get bought. There's no question. It's Batman, and it's Lego Batman, and yeah, I'm excited for it. So, let's go ahead and bust this bad boy open. You know, these boxes that have the thumb punches, I don't know why. I just refuse to use the thumb punches. It's just, I don't know, something about it annoys me. What is happening? You know, I was just having a conversation with somebody about this earlier today. Like, I don't get what's happening with Lego and their production, I mean, their packaging lately. Like, look at this. It's glued into the box. Goodness gracious. This is crazy. I don't know why this keeps happening with their sets recently. Come on, Lego. You make great sets. Please do a little better with your packaging. All right, here's our manual. Let's see. Is there anything fun in this manual? Well, we get your code for your gold Batmobile. That looks like about it. The rest of it just looks like standard directions. I don't see anything interesting out of the ordinary. 3 bags. How many pieces? I said 272 pieces on set number 76333. Get those bags out of the way. You have a small sticker sheet here. Looks like about 12 stickers. Not excited about that, but am excited to build another Batmobile. So, I'm not going to complain too terribly much. Not only do I get more more Batmobiles, I get more Batmans as well. I get 3 new minifigures, plus the 2 that came with the Bat logo. That's 5 more Batmans in my life, and I can never have enough Batmans. You guys like that Batman dad joke of the day? Bat dad joke of the day? It just cleverly worked its way in there. I was looking at the joke, but I was also thinking about how I was gonna sell my intro today, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna talk about the fact that Alfred took my uniforms, my suits, if you will, out for cleaning, and then it just so happened to be that the joke was about things being revolting and you don't smell. Anyways, it's not funny if you have to explain it, MC. It's not funny if you have to explain it. Anywho, it's a good day. I woke up, really nice weather out. I am happy we're getting back to our Florida weathers. Hasn't been chilly the last week. Fingers crossed it stays that way. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get Batman on the case and send Mr. Freeze back to Arkham Asylum. That's so funny. How come they always send the bad guys back to Arkham Asylum, even though we already know they're gonna break out of Arkham Asylum again? They always do. You would think after 70-something years of sending bad guys to Arkham Asylum and bad guys breaking out of Arkham Asylum, they would stop sending bad guys to Arkham Asylum. Can I say Arkham Asylum again? Arkham Asylum. Woo! You know, it's a good day. I'm in a good mood. I'm just feeling extra today. I'm feeling extra, so my daughter is on the way over, so I'm gonna have to pause at some point during this build. She needs help with her taxes, so Pops has got to help her out. But in the meantime, and in the green time, and in between time, I don't know where I'm going with that. You know, sidetracking on my nothing. I don't even know what I'm doing now. I'm on a build. So, you know, because that's what we do here, peeps. Oh, let's see. Does he have a good... Oh, he's got a cheap cloth cape. You know, it is what it is. Peeps! Let's just build. Boom! All right, peeps, we are done. I'm mostly happy. We'll say that. There's definitely a couple things that could use improvement. Obviously, right off the bat, you guys know I don't like stickers. It wasn't terrible. There was 12 stickers. Even though I know it does not fall under Speed Champions, this is a Lego Batman or Lego DC, however you want to classify it. I found it in both sections on Lego.com, but it's Lego Batman. This is basically a Speed Champions build. That's about that size, $30, so slightly pricier than the typical Speed Champions build. However, it does come with the minifig, so you know, people will argue that that's why the price increase. I don't know. I think it's probably just a price increase because it's Batman more than anything. But here, let's get a good close-up look at this whole thing now that we're done. So, top view. See the side view. Got those. Oh my goodness. Turn off the autofocus. Boom. Got those. They're not printed. There's only one printed piece in this whole set, but I'll show that in a minute. We got these Batman logo wheels. Got the stripes coming down the side. Those big exaggerated wings on the back. I really like this rear end. They used a little rooftop piece and then all these little Yoda claws to make the rear end look menacing. Coming around, same thing down the other side. Then you got the front end. So this is a little bit different than the way it looks in the movies. I'm going to throw a picture up of the real Batmobile from the movie just so you guys can get a comparison. But, you know, they use stickers all in through here to try to get this effect. You got the stickers here with the logo on the front. I felt like the colors were a little bit off. It's a lot more red in the movie, but it is what it is. All right, and then we'll pull George Clooney out of here. Got some stickers, little computer panels in there. Kind of hard to see from this angle. Oops, I'm banging my camera. And of course, the standard Speed Champions wheel. Okay, and then nice little hidden compartment here. You got your 20 years of Lego Batman gold coin inside. That is your one printed piece in this whole set. So there we go. There is your close-up look of the Batman and Robin. Oh, I forgot Batman himself. All right, let's get you a close-up look of old George Clooney. So here he is. I'll turn this autofocus off again. Got all the printing all the way down the front. I mean, this is really, honestly, very, very close to what I remember from the movie. Of course, I haven't seen it in a long time. You got the printing on the back. Obviously, he's got the soft cape so that he can sit in the Batmobile. You do have dual-sided face, so we got the tough guy face and the just generic face. Obviously, not much change from other Batmans, but you do have the dual molded helmet, which I do like, and the printing in the silver. This, look at it's mirrored. You can see my finger in the mirror of it on the helmet. That is really, really cool. I do like that. Even though this is, I think this is my second least favorite Batman of all time. George Clooney, and then Adam West. He's just, you know, I respect the show. I respect what they tried to. Oh, there's another sticker in there. They did put the Bat logo on the Batman headrest right there. I'm not going to change cameras again, but sidetrack. Anyways, you know, I respect what they did with the Batman show for the time, but you know, when you know the comics, you know what it's supposed to be. It was kind of corny. Let's just say that. All right, so overall, man, I think it looks really good, really close to the movie. Let's see, do they have a picture of it on here? Not really, not a good picture of the original Batmobile from the movie. So again, I'll throw up a picture on the screen. give you guys a nice comparison. But I think they did a really good job hiding most of the studs. There's a few studs exposed. The one area I would have liked to have seen a little bit improvement. So they got these big exaggerated wings on the back. They look good, but then the inside is just, it's just the backside of tiles, you know, of plates. It's like, maybe they could have thrown a couple, I don't know. I don't know how you could have designed it differently. Again, I'm not a designer, so when I make these comments, I'm just speaking out of my head. I'm just spitballing ideas, but I do think I would have liked to have seen that cleaned up a little bit. But again, I don't know how much you could have done on this scale. We always got to keep in mind the scale of what we're working with here, right? I like that they use some good silver chromed out pieces around to really try to capture that look. Again, I think a few of the colors might be a bit off from the movie, but nothing that I'm going to cry about. The one other area I would have liked to have seen, you know, I showed you how they've got the little gold coin hidden in here, which is cool. I liked that they did. I didn't actually realize that all of the Batmobiles came with a gold coin. I thought it was just the Batman logo that came with the gold coin. But yeah, so you get a gold coin for the 20-year anniversary of Lego Batman. I would have liked to have seen, you know, something in this space to represent an engine. It could have been a 2x4 brick. It just, you know, put a couple little silver studs on top there represent pistons. Like, I would have been totally fine with that. It would have been simple and only added a couple more pieces, you know. I would have been cool with that. I felt like that was a little bit lazy, but it is what it is. I will say I do like the fact that this is a brick built frame. No hate to prefabbed chassis that they do with a lot of the Speed Champion sets, but I like a brick built chassis. I like building it out myself. It's just a taste thing, but I like it. I'm really happy with that. Overall, great set. Obviously, it's gonna, you know, we gotta have some Batmobile races amongst all the Batmans. I'm just gonna have to find all my Batmans and put them all in Batmobiles and let them go at it. But I like that Batman sits in the Batmobile. That's another plus for me. Batman should sit in the Batmobile. Yeah, build experience was good. No real issues with the instructions. Everything was straightforward. Again, nothing, no notes or, you know, little special items inside the instructions. $30 set, which, to be fair, a little bit elevated for a set of this size, but MC got it for free with Lego Insider points. Otherwise, I probably would have waited. But I really love Batman. I really love Batmobile, so I just wanted it now, and I pulled the trigger. I pulled the trigger on the old Batclaw. Anyways, I'm going off on tangents. I like it. I'm happy to have another Batmobile in the collection, and since I started with my least favorite of the three, it can only go up from here, right? Again, price is a little bit high, but nothing crazy. Love the minifigs. Build experience is great. Playability, you know, it's a car, so you can play with it all day if you want. Great set. If I was going to score it, out of 10, I'd probably give it maybe a 7.5. 7.5 to 8-ish in that range. Again, nothing that I dislike about it, but nothing that was just like, oh, greatest Batmobile ever either. Obviously, you saw that one earlier. That was the big daddy, the white whale of Batmobiles. I'm also feeling like, man, after seeing all those Batmobiles on the table earlier, I don't have enough Batmobiles. I think I need more Batmobiles in my collection. Peeps, what do you think? Who else picked this up? Who else is getting the game? I'm excited for the game. Again, I think it comes out in May. I think. I have to go pull it up. I've got it saved. Don't worry. I'm ready when the day comes, but that day ain't here. I do like this little claw on the front too. You could probably use this to drive by, and you could flip yourself up, or you could drive by and scoop up an enemy. Another Batmobile. No flames. I just realized that. There's no flames, but it's all good. I'm happy with it. Peeps, if you enjoyed this, please do all the things. I'm definitely going to be building 2 more Batmobiles in the near future, so look forward to that. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, holla!